For the first part of this challenge, you are going to need a photo. It can be of yourself, it can be of someone else, a friend, family member, but it should be more or less a full-size photo, head to toe, only because it's going to work best with what we're doing here. You are going to need to go back to Photoshop for this one, and we're going to use our selection tools. Remember, you have several here. I'm going to start off with the magnetic lasso tool and start by making a generic, quick, general, not generic, selection around the subject. And the upper part, there's pretty good contrast between his shirt and the ground, maybe not so much at the bottom, although it seems to be working okay right now. I'm going to go ahead and include the scooter since it is in front of him, and if I didn't, it would look funny for me to cut it out. And then I make it back to the beginning where I get my marching ants showing me what's selected. At this point, I want to go into my quick mask mode, and I want to zoom in so that I can see what parts need to be cleaned up. That's where I'm going to use my brush tool. Now, with my brush tool, I need 100% hardness, and you'll vary your brush size. I say probably make it small when it's close to the edge, and then if it's further away from the edge, you can make it bigger. Remember that the black colors it red, which takes away from your selection. Okay? And if you need to change it to white, or sorry, if you need to add to your selection, then you change it to white. And you're taking away the red. Oops, I did a little too much on that one. And there's no way that it's going to be 100% perfect because there is a whole lot going on in the background of this photo, but I do want to clean it up as much as possible. And I see here I need to clean that up. Oops. Oh, that's the handlebar. I actually need white on that. And there we go. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And all right, I got some places along his pants. I knew I was going to have trouble here because the colors were so similar to the color of this sidewalk. Whoops. And take your time. I'm kind of going fast just for the sake of it being on video. If you know what to do, you don't have to sit there and watch this either, other than the very end when I show you how you need to save it. Oh. And again, just get in there. If you have some gaps between the feet or legs like I do, the answer is yes. You need to get it. And it will actually enhance your animation if you do. Make my brush size smaller to get in there. All right, I think that I am good. So I'm going to zoom out, turn off my quick mask mode, and just do a little double check. And I think I'm satisfied with the selection that's made. So I'm going to copy, Control C, or remember it's under the Edit menu. I'm going to do a File New. Now, when I do a new file, see how it says clipboard here? It's giving me a size based on what I copied. The only thing I'm going to change then is I'm going to change, nope, actually I guess I keep that white. And then click Create. I'm going to paste, goes onto a new layer. I can hide the background layer so that I see the checkerboard showing me that it's transparent. It must be transparent for this to work. File, Save As, and you can give it some sort of name. Followed by selection. That way you have it later if you need it. I would save it into your OneDrive. And since it is a Photoshop file, you might put it in Photoshop. You could put it in Animate since you're using it for that. I will leave that up to you. Okay? And at that point, you are good. You can close up Photoshop and return to Flash. I mean Animate. I told you I would keep saying Flash. Animate.